You do all this planning to protect your assets for your children, only for them to screw it all up. They inherit the money. Look, honey, I just inherited $500,000 from mom and dad. Isn't this great? Let's go get a bigger house. So they take that inheritance and they commingle it into a new house, and then your child screws up and they end up getting divorced. Who's going to get half of your inheritance that you just gave them? You just lost half. 50% of marriages end in divorce. So if you give the money to your kids and they commingle it, you're going to lose half of what you worked so hard for. Or very happy marriage between your child and their spouse. Very happy marriage. Your child dies. Her will leaves everything to him. And he and his next wife and her kids enjoy your money and not your grandchildren. If you want to control your money, you can do it in a trust. It's called a bloodline trust. It's called a family protection trust. Sometimes they call it a beneficiary protection trust. It's a trust that's going to protect your money for a generation or more. So what happens, and I have this in my will for my kids aren't even married yet. Not sure they ever, if anyone wants them, but. They're in their 20s and they're stupid right now. But I understand from all of my clients that at some point they become good people again. Please tell me that's true. It's true, right? Eventually they get married, they settle down, they have kids of their own, and then I'm smart again. Because right now, not so smart. Right? Yeah. Well, I'm hopeful. But I have this in my will for my kids. It's one of the most popular things going on in estate planning today. I don't leave my money to my kids. I leave my money in a trust for each of my children. And at a certain age, they will become the trustee of their own trust. But their money stays in the trust. Each trust, though, gets a co-trustee, which could be a brother or sister of theirs, or someone else, their best friend. They're not allowed to take money out of the trust without the consent of the co-trustee, but they can fire the co-trustee at any time and put someone else in. In English. They will end up with a trust where they control the co-trustee, can change the co-trustee whenever they want, which means they control the trust, because they can always put in a co-trustee that's friendly to them. Now, the money's sitting in the trust. If they want money, they just go to the co-trustee and sign here, and they take money out of the trust. They can do anything they want. Or they could buy their second home in the trust. Keep it there. Because if they get divorced, sorry, honey, I don't own anything. It's owned by a trust. Can't be split in a divorce. And when your child dies, the trust will say the money goes to your grandchildren, not to your daughter-in-law and son-in-law.